Hello, morning. Once again, I'm going to talk something about that's more timely than something related to ADHD. And we are the children of the pandemic. As we enter the third year of the pandemic, we're trying to adjust as the virus mutates and continue to throw us curveballs. So the latest surge being caused by the Omicron variant, it's very different because it's having a tremendous impact on our lives because it's extremely contagious. It's estimated to be 70 times more efficient at spreading than the Delta variant, which was already very contagious to begin with. And I figured this is a good time to talk about how to wear N95 masks. I think we're all used to wearing some sort of facial covering, whether those gaiter covering, which was practically useless, by the way, or those cloth masks, which are actually used to be pretty effective against other variants, but with Omicron, it's kind of useless also. And the surgical mask gives you semi-adequate protection, but ultimately, if you're sharing an indoor space with other people, who, especially with people you don't know about their vaccination status, you really ought to be wearing an N95 mask. And many of you probably have not had a lot of experience wearing a N95 mask. I spent half an hour teaching my parents how to do it yesterday, and it took an arm and a leg and maybe some fingers to teach them how to wear it properly. So I decided to use this video to talk about that. As you can see, Darth Vader in the background is not using his mask correctly. In fact, the mask is way oversized for his face, and it's not hooked along his ears. So don't be like Darth Vader. He went to the dark side anyway. So I'll demonstrate you the proper use of N95 mask and how to wear it. And specifically for me, this is with a twist because I know not all of you have glasses. But with glasses, the first step is actually to remove your glasses because with the hooks on your ears, it's really not feasible to put on your mask in a nice or easy way without disrupting your glasses or having it fling off. So the first step is, for me at least, is to remove my glasses. And I can barely see without them, but that's okay. I've done this so many times, I could do it literally blindfolded. So this is a proper, typical N95 mask. You notice right away that it's uniquely designed compared to a surgical mask because the loops, you do not wear like this. Do not wear like this. This is not how it works. It's not like a surgical mask. This goes over your head. Okay? So in order to do that, the fastest way is to hold it like this, if you can see. So your two index fingers should be propping the upper string, your two strings, and I call this the upper string that goes on top of your head. And your thumb goes over the lower string. This part goes under your ears, so wrapped underneath your ears, kind of behind your neck. Okay, so ultimately that's where they go. I'll show you what, with the finished outcome once we get there. So you want to hold it like this. This is usually the easiest way. Kind of like, I don't know, this is how I tie my shoelaces too. So two index finger propping up the upper string, your thumb wrapped around the lower string. So this way it gives you full control of all the strings. They won't, get caught behind your ears or something. So you want to hold it like this. Next step is cup your chin with the lower aspect of the mask. As such, I'll do it this way so you can see it better. You cup it. And then, slow motion, loop it around your neck, and when the upper string is near the top of your head, drop it like this. And then continue holding on with your thumb, the lower string, until it's behind your neck like this. And you may have to adjust this part. If it's too far forward, you can see it's starting to slide forward. It's too far back, it's starting to slide behind your ear. So you have to figure out the correct placement. Usually it's somewhere along here. I think all of us, we have a vortex in our hairline. Usually it's right around there. That's usually the ideal position for the upper string. And So once it's on your face, you're not done yet. Repeat, you're not done yet. Okay, this is actually a very critical step that a lot of people overlook or skip. If you do not cinch in the nasal piece, you see this metal piece across the nose of your bridge. If you do not fit that on your nose, it's practically useless. It pretty much invalidates the efficacy of using an N95 mask, because you can try it yourself right now. If you haven't been following along and this is over your head, this is pretty tight, and you breathe, you can probably feel air just whooshing in and out right here, because this is not a fit. The bar, as you can see, it does not close the gap where your nose sticks out from your face. So you must fit this part. And also the key for fitting this part is not about just mashing it against your face. Because what happens is you stick it too far in, this tends to stick out, and then you have a gap here. So do not just like mash it against your face. It's not about, brute force does not work for this, okay? So this is what you want to do. You want to gently put both of your index finger on the tip of your nose, right here on the bridge, where the metal piece is on your nose. Go out a little bit where your nose indents against your face, and push lightly, just like I did. I didn't push too hard. Push lightly. Do not push too much. If you push too much, you may over compress the metal piece, and it will create another gap, and it's hard to fix. So my recommendation is to do it little by little. So you push gently, and now you breathe in and out. If you feel like I am feeling right now, air is rushing in and out of here because there's a gap. That means this side needs to be a little tighter. So you want to do it little by little, not just overdoing one swoop, but gradual, gentle adjustment, small adjustment until you get there. So I'm going to push on this side because I feel air pushing on this side a little bit. Much better. You test again. You breathe in and out. Okay, it's a little bit of air still. So let me press it again, a little bit more. Perfect, we're there. Right now, as I breathe in and out, I do not feel air rushing in the gaps between this. You can see, this is a very tight fit. In fact, generally speaking, you have adequate fit. The tightness is adequate. When you remove the mask, it should create an imprint around your whole face. If you don't see the imprint, it's probably not tight enough. So that's the key. You do not want air rushing in and out of your mask in the gaps between the mask and your face, because that defeats the whole purpose. I mean, it doesn't matter how much. I'm wearing 17 layers of cloth mask. I mean, you might as well put a plastic bag over your head and just kill yourself, because it doesn't work. So now finally, I can put my glasses back on. The rest of the video was taped. I was pretty much blind. You can see there's a little bit gap. You can see this is actually a good test if you wear glasses, because if it starts fogging up your glasses, it's not a good sign because it still leaks a little bit. Alright, now it's much better. Now I would say this is a very good fit. Alright, I hope that's helpful. And with Omicron, it's hard to overkill when it comes to wearing adequate mask and facial protection because it's extremely contagious. And by the way, if you're still not vaccinated by now, I can guarantee you, and if you haven't got the Omicron infection, I guarantee you will get infected over the next month, 4 weeks. Pretty much a guarantee. It's that contagious. Yeah, unless, you decided to move to Antarctica and live under the rock for the next 6 months. That's fine, if you want to do that. All right. Take care. Stay safe.